Hello, ladies, and today I want to do a video because I have this topic that keeps on coming up over and over again. And I just recently helped someone who reached out to me who went through a very painful, very abrupt, a very disturbing breakup upon discovery of an infidelity, but it's apparently her boyfriend was a repeat offender. And so I wanted to go through the steps with you to help you recover from a breakup. I don't know if there's such a thing as a mild breakup. I think a breakup is a breakup and they're always unpleasant, but sometimes they're necessary. And so I wanted to share with you how I've gotten over a breakup and how you too can get over a breakup. I do believe that there is a process that is effective that will help you move on. And I happened to discover this. Well, rather than get into those details, let me just tell you what the 5 steps are to getting over a breakup. And this is what I personally used myself. My story, I'm not going to get into my story. I'll probably do another video because it seems to be coming up where people keep on asking me what my story is. And I'm like, what do you mean what my story is? But the bottom line is this. I was married for over 2.5 decades and I got divorced several years back. And then I ended up, having a boyfriend after that divorce, and him and I broke up in March. And it was a very abrupt, unexpected breakup, even though I was starting to have some sort of misgivings about the relationship and some of the dynamics that were inherent to it. The long story short is that we broke up, and he broke up with me very abruptly. So knowing what I knew, I realized that same evening, because I decided, you know what, this is somebody I really loved very deeply, and I did not want to go through a lot of heartache and suffering. And so I immediately, that same evening, I took it upon myself to take the 5 steps to get over this breakup. So let me tell you what they are. I'm going to tell you what all 5 of them are right now, and then we will go over step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, so that we can go more in depth on them. So the 5 steps are: 1, you are going to break your soul tie. And I will get into what a soul tie is, what a soul contract is, because years ago I had no idea what these things were, and it was brought to my attention. And once I was made aware of it and I did the soul tie break, it made all the difference in the world. So number 1, break your soul tie or soul contract. Number 2, you're going to get all the crying out. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I hate to say it, but you cannot keep that pain, you cannot keep that energy lodged inside of you. If you depress, repress, suppress that energy, it will go to the weakest point in your body and cause additional pain, and it will affect whatever the weakest organ in your body is. That's where that energy is going to go, and it's going to cause problems. If your appendix are the weakest organ, you're going to get appendicitis. If your kidneys are the weakest, if your liver, it doesn't matter. If your lungs are the weakest, you're going to get asthma. So the bottom line is, you need to get that energy out, and you need to allow yourself to feel that pain and let it pass through. And rather than resisting it and having it persist, you just let it process, have it digest. You need to emotionally digest your emotions, no different than if you were to digest food. So number 2, get the crying out, let it come out, let yourself feel the pain, and you will feel better, and you just let it go. I'm going to elaborate more on that later, because I went from being extremely sensitive that I would cry at any little thing to way the other end, because I was admonished for crying and expressing any kind of emotion like sadness or tears or anything like that, where I could not cry at all. And now I'm in balance now, thank God. So we will elaborate on that too. Step 3 is help others. So no matter where you are in your journey, you have gotten to a point where hopefully you've learned some lessons. And if you can help those who are coming behind you, who have not learned certain things or who need help in whatever area, if you were just reach out and help someone. I know it sounds trivial, I know it may sound trite, but it is so true. When you help others, there's something about giving that unconditional love to another human being, whether you know them or whether you don't know them, doesn't matter. Just give and help. So Number 1, break the soul tie connection. Number 2, get the crying out. 3, help others. Number 4, invest in yourself. Now, to some of you, that might sound like a foreign thing. How do I invest in myself? That means self-care. Ladies, especially those of us who are mothers, we are awful about taking care of ourselves. We are fantastic managers. We're procurement managers, we're wives, we're girlfriends, we're mothers, we're friends, we're neighbors, we're sisters, we're cousins, we're daughters, we're nieces, and we put everybody on the list, and we sometimes forget to put ourselves on the list. So if you're going through a breakup, take that weekend, take the next few weeks for self-care. Light a candle, take an Epsom salt bath. I would highly encourage you to not just get Epsom salts, but also get baking soda. There's actually chemistry behind this. The Epsom salts will put calcium, magnesium back into your bones using your skin, which is the largest organ in your body, so that you absorb it without having it be impeded by your digestion. The baking soda will also alkalize you and remove any acidity in your body and will help not only soften your skin, but also help the absorption of the calcium and magnesium. Tons of research out there on this. I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritty of that because that's not the point of this video. The point is, number 4 is invest in yourself. And so do take self-care. Go get a manicure, pedicure. I would suggest that for the next 30 days, once a week, invest in a massage. Once a week, go to a place where they give full body massages, or if you have a daughter or a son that's willing to give you a massage, or you have a best friend, maybe you guys can take turns on a Friday night. You can do a girls' night out and you can give each other massages. Do some Reiki on each other if you know anything about that. If you don't know anything about Reiki, look it up on the internet. There's tons of YouTube videos on it, and explore, this energy, and take self-care. It's a matter of pampering yourself. But sometimes pampering sounds like it's an indulgence. This is not an indulgence. This is self-care. You're taking care of you. And you can't take better care of others to the extent that you can take care of yourself. You have to be good to yourself in order to be good to others. And so you need to do that. And then the 5th and most important point is going to be meditate, because you're going to need to meditate to transmute and to convert the energy that's inside your body and to recalibrate it. And so these are very important steps, these 5 steps. So let's go into the soul tie contract. This is already an 8-minute video, so I might have to just stop this video here and then maybe do a video for each one of these steps. I think that's probably what I'll do. So let me do that. And if you liked this video, if you want to dive in deep, if you want to get a one-on-one session, we can do a one-on-one session privately through a video conference call. I just want to help you get over this. You don't have to spend months and months, 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years getting over a breakup. That's absolutely ridiculous. Your life is too valuable. Time is your most valuable resource, and it's not renewable. And so you need to make the best of your time, and you need to do what's most loving for yourself. Put yourself as a priority. Okay, 8.5 minutes. This video is over. Thanks for tuning in, tapping in, turning on. Please make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video.